Hey guys, it's Linda, and I just wanted to share a quick story with you about something that I'm going through and recently have gone through in relationship to a medication that I've been taking for a number of years for my chronic neuralgia or nerve pain due to having had shingles on my right sciatic nerve 4 times. Um, the main drug that they give you for shingles is called Gabapentin. Brand name is Neurontin. And I was always told that gabapentin was relatively safe, especially at the dose that I took it at, which was maybe 300, between 300 and 1800 milligrams a day, depending on the severity of my pain and how I was feeling. That that dose was pretty safe, that there weren't a lot of addiction issues, and that I really didn't have to worry about it. So, for about the last 5 years, because I've been in pain, I've been taking the Neurontin more often than not, more days on than off. And my pain hasn't really gotten much better, but it's, mediated by the medication. So, some of you know, and I've shared online that recently I've been seeing some new doctors and some new pain management specialists, and I really wanted to stop taking the gabapentin. I felt like it was kind of masking my pain receptors, and I wanted to see how I just felt not taking it. And instead of weaning off of it, because I was on a relatively low dose and again was told that there were no real addiction issues with this drug, I just decided to stop taking it. And I'm about 7 days into not taking it. And these 7 days have really sucked. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the minute that I stopped taking it, within 24 hours, I started not being able to sleep. I got really anxious. I started having some night sweats. And even worse, I started having diffuse just pain all over my body, front, back, sides, inside, outside. It felt like my bones hurt. It felt like my organs hurt. It felt like all my muscles hurt. And that's better 7 days later, but still kind of there. So I've realized in talking to some medical professional friends and clients of mine that I'm basically going through gabapentin withdrawal. My body's detoxing from taking this drug. And the reason why I'm doing this video is, number one, just to share with you that, here I was taking a drug that I kind of really needed to get through. But it turns out that it was changing my brain chemistry in such a way to make it more difficult for me to feel pain in other ways and possibly masking things that I didn't even need to mask, okay? Number two, it's important to really find out from your doctors about all the medications that you're taking and whether they have any addictive potential and what it would be like to stop taking them, even if you're taking them at a pretty low dose and in a pretty mellow way. Number three, if you're being prescribed gabapentin for anything off-label, as in a restless leg syndrome or general anxiety, or because you can't sleep, or because you're having hot flashes from menopause, I would go take a look at that, because based on how I feel right now, 7 days after stopping this drug, and based on how I felt a few days ago over the holiday weekend, was I was like in the middle of some intense, shitty ass detox. I wouldn't take it. I'm scared of that drug now. I don't want to take that drug anymore. And I think I've shared one of the things that I'm going to be doing to handle my pain now that I've taken all the shingles vaccines, so I'm no longer having shingles, is I'm going to have some anti-inflammatory injected right into my sciatic nerve at the roots. That should calm everything down and should actually keep it calm, because once I'm not getting shingles again, there's nothing else going on in my lower back to make that any worse. And hopefully within 2 or 3 days, this gabapentin will be out of my fucking system, because it's really not been a fun ride with this at all. I'm finally starting to sleep. I'm finally having less muscle ache and pain. My body stiffened up, my joints stiffened up, and just everything, head to toe, hurt. So anyway, I'm on the mend now and things are feeling much better, and I'm off the gabapentin, and I've got a plan for dealing with the chronic nerve pain, and we're all good. But I really just wanted to share with you, be afraid of gabapentin, my friends. Be very afraid of gabapentin, especially since they're prescribing it so much off-label now, and it's becoming basically a substitute for a lot of times when they used to prescribe an opioid. So with that, I bid you a good evening. Bye.